I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, what's that piece of cloth she's got on there? Well, it's not rigid heddle loom material, but I wanted to share this with you anyway, perhaps for a bit of inspiration. This is some cloth that I've just taken off my table loom. I wove it on 4 shafts, and it's an undulating twill variation, and it's going to be a baby blanket. I'm going to back it with some flannelette or some minky or something nice and soft, and it's going to make a very special baby blanket for one little baby. So I just wanted to share that with you. It's cotton, but it's kind of cool because the pattern makes it look like it's silk or something. It really shimmers. And if, by the way, you're thinking I could never weave something like that, it's absolute rubbish. I used to think like that too. Anyway, I'll put that away for now, and we'll start on what we're doing on this loom today. Another thing I want to mention is I've changed the camera angle a little bit this time. Some of you in your feedback very kindly told me that you weren't able to see what I was doing at the back of the loom, and that you need to be able to see that because a lot of people are very visual learners. I understand that because I'm a visual learner myself, and so I'm hoping that this camera angle will make a difference for those of you who need that. Okay, so today we're doing wavy lines. This is another Krokbragd variation, and yeah, this is just another one of those things that I was playing around with combinations of colours and things to do with Krokbragd, and just these wavy lines appeared, so I said cool, I'll write that pattern down and do a video on it. So I'm only using 2 colours for this, white and blue. Might not look like blue on the camera, but it is. And I've got my heddle rod set up here already. If you haven't seen that video yet, you'll need to have a look at that to know how to do this setup. So I've got the 2 pickup sticks. One's been transferred to a heddle rod and the other pickup stick is there. Alright, let's start. Doing the basic Krokbragd sequence, which is heddle up and pickup stick A forward. So you remember when we bring pickup stick A forward, the heddle rod, which is pickup stick B, just sits on top and doesn't get in the way at all. It's brilliant. And we're going to start with white. Tangled already. Not very prepared. Okay. So white. I've already done one sequence of white here so that the wavy lines are separated. So white, and then heddle up, slide pickup stick A to the back, and we're going to use pickup stick B by picking it up. See how it lifts the threads? I hope you can see that. Lifts the threads but doesn't get in the way. And for that pickup stick B, we're going to do blue. You can put that back down, beat that down, and then the heddle goes down. You have to excuse me, I'm a little bit messy with my threads and everything. I usually pack 2 onto one stick, and I've got threads hanging here and there, but that's kind of just what you do when you're experimenting. You don't worry about it looking too fine or being too neat. And then beat that down with your little beater. You might recall I said in another video you can use different things as beaters, forks, combs, etc. Okay, so that's sequence 1, and now for the next one we've got the heddle up, pickup stick A comes forward again, and we weave 1 row of blue, yeah, and then up again, pickup stick A goes to the back, and you remember this time we're going to pick up our pickup stick B, and this time we're going with white. So lift those threads, and then down. Put the heddle in the up position again. Now you can just take a moment to beat that down. You remember with Krokbragd, because it's a weft-faced weave, we pack it down to make it nice and tight, because it's just that type of weave that looks better if it doesn't have any gaps in it. And now we're just going to use white for this sequence. So pick up stick A forward again with the heddle up, white, up again, pick up stick A goes back, pick up stick B comes up, lifts up, just check your edges are tidy, and then down, and if you repeat that process you get this sequence of wavy lines. If you wanted to accentuate this, say as a border or something like that, something a little bit fancier, I mean, it's nice the way it is, but it's so simple that you could just incorporate. So for this one I could do, pick up stick A forward, blue, A back, pick up B, down, right, and then after I beat that down a little, I could do just white for one sequence. Pick up stick A forward. Remember, you can use whatever colours you like. You see how I'm just repeating the 3 steps over and over, just changing up the colours basically. Okay, so I could do something like that and then launch into my original sequence, so that I'd end up with this sort of border of blue and then the wavy line. So I can keep going just to show you. Through the sequence again, starting with white, this time blue, and down, blue again. So now I'm just moving through the sequence I originally gave you, and beat that, and then blue, pick up stick B with white, and down, white. Oops. Still getting used to that new camera position. Alright, so let's have a look at that now. So now we've got this, it might be hard for you to see, this row along here that kind of goes up, down in squares, and then we've got the wavy line, and then if you just continue that sequence, then you've got a different little border, or otherwise you can just keep going and get the wavy lines. Alright, thanks a lot for watching again. Thank you for your feedback, and I look forward to next time.